All right. Ivan. Yeah. What is the most recent era? What's the next one?
Mesozoic. And then Paleozoic and Precambrian.
How do you pronounce that?
Precambrian. Potato, potato. The way that he figured that out was if this is today, right here, then 65 million years ago from today is when the beginning of the Cenozoic era occurred. So from here to here is Cenozoic, and then it's broken up into two periods, right? We live in the Quaternary period of the Cenozoic era. Okay, I'll wait. Thank you. Which started 2.5 million years ago. All right, which era lasted the longest, Siddiqa? How long did it last? 3.5 billion? Well, let's start. Now, I told you that it actually didn't start 5 billion years ago. It started more like 4.6 billion years. And it ended about 580 million years ago. So 4,000. So if I subtract these two numbers, what do I get? What is this gap right here? Right? Which is 1, 2, 3 decimal points, 4.02 billion years ago, a billion years, sorry. So really, it lasted about 4 billion years. Does that make sense how we calculated that? You take where, right, the beginning of it, subtract it to how many years it ended, and that's going to give you how many years are actually in between, right? Now, which era covered the shortest length of time, Edgar? That's clearly the shortest. Look at how small it is right there. What time era do we live in, Edgar? How many years? When did it start, class? There you go. When did the Mesozoic era begin, Devin? When did the Mesozoic era end? Christella, when did it end? We'll get back to you, Devin, for the next one. 245 million years ago. When that was when it began. When did it end? 65. So how many years is that? Oops. 180. What type of animal only lived during the Mesozoic era? Class? You guys are really excited about that.
Hey, Mr. VC, look, I'm getting more.
You have this. Where'd you find this?
All right, moving on. I would like for you guys to do this quickly, so let's just shout out what era we would find the earliest. Fishes, mammals, reptiles, plants, humans, and dinosaurs. You guys just tell me the era, and I'll write it down. Fishes, class? I'm just going to abbreviate it, paleo. Mammals. Mammals, class? Reptiles. Flowering plants. Humans. And dinosaurs. Now, what was the name of the period that we saw the earliest fishes? Now, we would have to go over here, and we would see, right? We would look for the earliest fishes, which were right here. So that's going to be the Ordovician. Okay. What about the earliest mammals? What period is that? Okay, and then what about the earliest reptiles, class? Carboniferous. Flowering plants. Humans. Now, which timeline best represents, okay, this infographic right here, this figure that shows us the actual proportional amount of time? Let's go with Salazar. What do you got? It is definitely this, the Precambrian. It was not equal periods. This is the period that humans are in. It's very short.
Very, very short.
So, which sequence of geological time represents increasing length of time, meaning from short to long periods of time? So this would be like a period that lasted a very short amount of time to periods that lasted a very long period of time. What was it, class? B.